I tested dozens of no-code AI app builders to find out which was truly the best. And you know what? I found out not all work for everyone. It really depends on what you're going to use it for, so I'm ranking them for you. Yep, rather than put them in a ranking from best to worst, I have selected my top 5 picks for most common builder profiles. Number 1, the side hustler. That's beginners looking for that first step into building, ready to create a side hustle that can make money without a huge learning curve. Second, the designer. Designers with a technical edge who want to create functional prototypes for clients, or want a profile that is more than just photos and screenshots. Third, the technical innovator. That's your idea makers who want to build and develop a new SaaS project from the ground up. You have more technical knowledge than a beginner, but that's not what you're looking to focus on. Fourth, the burgeoning dev. Anyone who has already experimented builder tools and is ready to graduate to a platform that is more advanced and create apps with more complexity and depth. And finally, the fifth one, the mobile maker. You need a builder that can handle the app stores. Check out the timestamps on the screen or down in the description box to jump to the profile you're most curious about. For each of these, I chose the tool that fits best according to these 4 criteria. First, ease of use. How fast can you go from an idea to working prototype? How easy is it to use the platform? And what kind of resources do they have to help you learn? Second, monetization. Can you actually make money from what you build? Does the platform support that natively, or do you need to look externally to make that happen? Third, scalability. What happens when your idea takes off? Can you grow on that platform or export your code? Can it handle higher volumes? And fourth, flexibility. Can you customize what you need, or will you be fighting against the limits of the tool? After looking through all of these, there were clear wins for each profile. Let's get into it.
Okay, so you're a side hustler just like me and you have an idea, an actual idea for a chatbot, a dashboard, or a booking app, but you're not a developer and you don't want to be. You just want it to exist and work. And things that took 6 months for developers to create now can be done in just mere moments. You have apps like Lovable, Bolt, and Base44 that can do just that, but my pick, it's gonna be Hostinger Horizons.
Now it's straightforward and easy to use and comes bundled with everything you need, including a custom domain. Plus, it's scalable for those first few steps into building your own app. Now you can start off easy with a front-end app and then just prompt Horizons to add a database. You can also integrate a payment option through Stripe if you want to get serious about your side hustle. And Horizons can take you pretty far, and unlike some of the other basic builders out there, you don't have a daily limit on your credits. You can also use the handy restore feature if a prompt just isn't working, so you aren't wasting credits and time running around in circles. Horizons works best when you use specific structured prompts. If you have a vague idea and start prompting and then reprompting, you're going to burn through your AI credits very fast. Honestly, this is true for any no-code builder, which is why I always recommend working through your idea in Claude or ChatGPT and creating a detailed initial prompt so you cut down on that initial back and forth. Now, if you want to compare options, I would say Lovable and Bolt are the 2 most similar, but their lowest pricing tier keeps the company's watermark on your site. It doesn't offer the option for a custom domain, so it doesn't look as complete to me.
Okay, website idea number... I've lost count again. Now, if you're a designer, you know that you just can't hand your vision to some drag and drop builder and hope for the best. It doesn't work that way. You need control over everything. How it looks, how it moves, how it feels. So tools like Flutterflow, WeWeb, and Webflow can pretty much cut it if you put in Google Stitch in there. But I think the best choice is actually Figma Make.
Figma Make is Figma's AI-powered prompt-to-code tool, which generates a functional web app. Now, the learning curve is very approachable. Make is highly integrated with the rest of the platform, even allowing you to use your existing design systems to generate a style kit, and that informs what your app will look like. Now, from your chat, you can use AI to prompt changes, add images and files, or attach a design you've already been working on. Then, if you need to make some fine-tuned tweaks, just select the edit function to directly edit the content of your web app. Now, what really earns its place are the features that turn your design from a flat prototype into functional code. And you can import a design, add your interactive features, and Figma builds your web app in React. It connects to both the GitHub and Supabase, allowing you to export code and set up data layers, and of course, user authentication. Now, when you're ready, you can publish your new app to a connected domain with just one single click. And if you want to see videos on how you can get your project online, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. This is exactly the sort of content we make every week, so hit that bell to be notified when we upload a new video, and make sure to check out this video right here on how you can deploy a React app to your own website. The catch is that Figma Make is still very new. It's a little slow, it's kind of clunky, all the telltale signs of a feature that's still in active development. Now, if you're creating mini apps to show off your technical design skills, it's perfect. Flexible, easy, and native. However, if you need more complex logic, you'll hit the ceiling faster than you expect. Also, Figma is straightforward, but how familiar are you with Supabase? Third-party apps introduce a whole new learning curve. Plus, if you want to charge for access, you'll need to connect a payment system using external APIs. So overall, for creating prototypes for clients, or if you just want to start creating lightweight apps to add to your design portfolio, Figma Make can be the perfect stepping stone. But as soon as you want to depend on the backend, you'll have to start looking elsewhere.
We're not doing little apps anymore. We're talking SaaS, databases, subscriptions, business cases, user roles, all the great stuff, the whole shebang, built for the next empire. Now, we got apps like Sano, Flutterflow, and WeWeb that get the job done just right. But if you want to get in the big games, you gotta use Bubble.
Bubble is the one tool that gives you the true full stack control without having you write any code at all. You get everything to create, manage, and grow a complex project like a SaaS. Now, there's no need for external connections here, when they have over 1,000 different plugins that help with everything from payment options with Stripe to data integration and Zapier-powered automations. Plus, they have a visual editor alongside their AI chat, giving you the ultimate control over how your app looks without ever dealing with code. Now, when you look at the landscape, nothing quite compares. Flutterflow is great, but doesn't have an integrated backend. WeWeb is great, but you have to combine it with Sano to get even close to what Bubble can do. So Bubble might sound cute, but it's not a toy. It's expensive, but is also way more expansive than any other no-code builder on this list. Critically, Bubble's privacy rules let you configure row-level database security, which will become more and more important to your customers as your SaaS starts to grow. With an app that does almost everything comes a very steep learning curve. Bubble does have a lot of tutorials and documentation to help, but it's definitely not meant to be your first step in app building. I would recommend budgeting some time to get comfortable with the platform before you launch. Pricing is the other element that can often trip people up. If you hit your user unit threshold, you'll be spending to increase that capacity month over month. Most importantly, you can't export your app's code, so once you build on Bubble, you're pretty much locked into their platform. That's why I just take it a step further, and I would actually recommend starting with our final recommendation, Claude Code. It may sound scary, but it's become my absolute favorite.
Okay, so you want to build, but like actually really build from the ground up. Claude Code, Windsurf, Cursor, all of these tools do exactly that. Real development with plain language. In my personal pick, it's Claude Code because honestly, it's super fast and you go from idea to something real in just a few moments.
Like Figma for designers, Claude Code is a natural next step if you're already using Claude. It bridges the gap between writing code from scratch and building a website via prompts. Now you can start to learn how your project works under the hood, but the commands are still natural language in an environment that makes it easy to learn. Now plan mode and switching to Claude Chat allows you to learn as you build, so you're not as blind to what you create as you are when using browser-based platforms. Because you're working with a real code base, you can deploy it anywhere, as you can see in this video right here. Just tell Claude to push it to GitHub and then deploy it on Hostinger's Node.js web app hosting, or to a Hostinger VPS if you want full root access. Don't understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Claude will do everything for you. Claude Code does require an Anthropic subscription, and unlike the other apps we've mentioned, there's no freemium tier for you to try. Also, you don't get a visual preview beside your chat, like the same way you do with some of the other no-code builders in this video. You'll have to set up a staging environment or deploy an early stage of your app and push changes regularly. There's definitely a learning curve here, but There hasn't been anything that Claude hasn't been able to explain to me like I'm 5.
Okay, so everything that we talked about so far, that lives in a browser. But what if your idea belongs on a phone, on the App Store, on Google Play, or in somebody's pocket? That's a whole different game. So Glide, anything.com, or Flutterflow, those are your options. But my best pick is going to be anything.com.
Anything is the most frictionless mobile app builder I've come across so far. Now, the basic idea is the same. You describe your idea in plain language and it generates a full stack mobile app for you. And that's all without having to export your code. You get a native iOS or Android app complete with a managed database, user authentication, and integration with Stripe. Plus, they have a one-click deployment directly to the App Store of your choice. The platform itself is very familiar. It's another conversational interface with a visual preview, and it's perfect as a beginner-friendly tool that still has that functionality that you want for a professional feel. If you outgrow anything, they support code export so you can move to a more advanced platform like Flutterflow without any friction. The catch is that anything is still fairly new. It's more visual than something like Glide and better for beginners than Flutterflow, so I still recommend it. But it still struggles with complex logic and may take a few iterations to get right. Test out the free tier before you commit to spending those credits and try to validate your idea on another platform first. Which no-code app builder is best for you? For your first step, I still recommend checking out Hosting Your Horizons. It's fast and flexible, plus you've got a code in the description for 10% off your subscription. If you want to see more of how Hosting Your Horizons works, make sure to check out some of the other videos on the screen right here. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on how you can use AI to turn your ideas into reality. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.